Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of the Colorado Avalanche Be a GM. When I left you off last time, I asked you guys what we should do about the goaltending situation. Should we keep the tandem of Calvin Pickard and Semyon Varlamov, or do we possibly switch it up and take a look for somebody else? One of the other trades I also mentioned was possibly moving out Corey Conacher for another two-way forward. Now, the last time I did a Be a GM with Carolina, I did this idea of modeling all the lines off of Hockey Ultimate Team and using the chemistry in that game mode and transferring it over to Be a GM. We had some of the most successful teams with Carolina, like unbelievably successful in terms of their elite power. So I think in some way it definitely worked out in our favor. Then there was the Toronto series where, you know what, we kind of pieced the best players that we had together and put them on the top lines, and that paid off for us. It didn't really matter too much about players overall. I mean, we won so many Stanley Cups with that team. Now we're kind of in the same situation. What do we do? Do we want to focus on the chemistry, or do we want to focus on having the best possible offensive threat at all times? Here's my thought, okay? First off, with the goaltending situation, here's what I did, okay? I'll go to the trading block, because that's the best place to show it off. Went to the trading block, and I did two searches. One, I'm looking for a goaltender, any kind of goaltender, between the overalls of 86 and 99. Reason being, Varlamov and Pickard is 83, and Varlamov is 84. Now, this could increase as the offseason goes on. I haven't forgotten about that. So, I did keep that in mind. Also, I wanted to go with a goalie that's 1 to 2 years left. Preferably 1, but you know what? We'd live with 2 if it was there. As our young Pollock, the goalie that's in the minor system, gets better, okay? So that's one of the things I searched for. Now, here's what it comes up. 2 goalies. Carey Price and Kari Lehtonen. Obviously, Carey Price is absolutely out of the question. He's 90 overall. His potential is huge, or his trade value is huge. His salary is 6.5, which is not bad considering how good he is, but not the goalie we're looking for. And we're not looking to sacrifice that much value. Look at Kari Lehtonen, though. 86 overall. You know, a solid starting goaltender. And if you look at his stats even, let's see how good they are. Look at that. He's in the 9.2 range consistently over the last 3 years. Couple shutouts here, a couple shutouts there. You know, Kari Lehtonen is not a bad option. The only problem is Kari Lehtonen is 86 overall. He's only 2 overall higher than Varlamov. Again, we don't know what's going to happen in the offseason. But if we are suffering goaltending woes throughout the rest of the year, this is what I think I'll do. I think I'll trade at that point. Not now, not preemptively. I want to see how the tandem does. If they can hold their weight behind this elite team with some solid defense in front of them, potentially, we won't need to make a goaltending switch. But if that time comes, I would gladly trade away trade away Calvin Pickard and Semyon Varlamov for Kari Lehtonen. All right? So I'd look for that in the now type of thing. If that's where we're struggling, then that's where we're going to make changes, okay? So that's an option for later. Now, for the third line player, again, I searched for third line players by overall, and we want to go by potential too. But I'm also looking for two-way forwards, okay? So let's scroll down the list. Let's look for a specific. Let's try looking for a right winger. All right, Matt Reed, he is a sniper, so no, we're not looking for a sniper. David Clarkson, a grinder. Not really looking for a grinder because I kind of want a two-way forward to match those guys. Thomas Kopecky. Thomas Kopecky is a two-way forward. All right, he's got a decent shot, decent passing, puck control. Everything's really average for him. His body checking's not great, but he's not too bad either. I mean, defensive awareness is not the greatest either, but it's okay. Hartman, I missed him. Another two-way forward, Hartman here. He's got a great slap shot, great body checking, but here's where it stands out for him. Ryan Hartman's defensive awareness is 97 overall. He's got good deking. He's all over the place, but you know what? He plays solid defense, and that might be the type of player we play on our right wing, okay? Scrolling down here, Hansen, he's a grinder. Not looking for a grinder. Setaguchi, he's a sniper, yeah. Ryan Close, a power forward. Hemsky's a playmaker. Gallagher, Brendan Gallagher. He's a second. They've got him as a second line player. I don't know why he came up in the third line search, but he's a two-way forward, 4 yellow stars, and he's got good defensive awareness too at 85. Not bad. Good body checking and aggressiveness. But again, we might be extending for Gallagher on that. And look at the potential. I think that the best bet, bang for our buck, is Ryan Hartman. Okay, he's 4 red stars. Corey Conacher is maxed out at this point. He's not going to get any better. But it's that 97 defensive awareness and that good body checking that's going to make Ryan Hartman a star on our team and really help round out the top 9. All right. Let's do it. One more check here. Bennett's a sniper. Mersak. We got rid of Mersak even though his shot is amazing. Amazing shot for Mersak. Look at that. Unbelievable. Who else is a right wing? David Jones, sniper. Steve Downey, that's our guy. He's a grinder. Troy Brower, another grinder. Coyle, he's a power forward. Not really looking something what we're looking for. Brian Boys is a sniper. Atkinson, I believe, is a sniper too. Yeah, Cam Atkinson's a sniper. Frolik's a sniper. Yeah, most of them are snipers. Stahlberg is a power forward. Chasen, power forward. So I think we're kind of drifting away from our target group here. So I'm going to go up, and I'm actually going to take a look at Hartman, all right? I really like Hartman for that defensive awareness. That's a huge push for him, okay? Now, they don't want to get rid of him, and his cap space is really low, so it's not like we're taking on a big contract. Now, would they take a straight-across trade for Corey Conacher? They want Conacher, but the value is off. So what I think I'm going to do is throw in a couple players, whether they want them or not, that are just filler players, you know, guys on the bottom here, guys on the bottom rung. Let me sort by potential. And we'll sort it this way. And we'll see how many we can get in the... Let's see here. Where's the value start to go up? Right about there. Right about there. So let's try getting rid of Urich. He ended up being terrible. Look at Urich. 48 overall, 3 stars. Not something I'm going to want at all. Alright? We have to do a better job of scouting this next year. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So we'll throw him in. Where's Urich? Okay, we'll throw Zinder in. How far off we now? Not far. That's probably close enough. Conacher, Urich, and Zinder for Ryan Hartman. I think that's a very good trade for us. Corey Conacher is a good player, but he's just another offensive player where I mean, like, how did he do last year? 29 points on the third line isn't bad, but I'd like to see a player with good defensive attributes come in. I mean, he's got decent defensive attributes, but you know what? There's no, you can't hold a candle. And the body checking and the strength that you're going to get from the other guy is leaps and bounds ahead. And he's got a couple years on him, so he's got time to grow, and he's still 4 red stars. So Ryan Hartman could get much better than that. He could still grow. He could still grow. So I think I'm going to try this trade, guys. I know I didn't really consult you too much on this one, but it's going to save a little cap space too for us. So let's see if this goes through. No, they're completely unwilling. Maybe I can throw in like a Holden. Who's Holden? Yeah, let's throw in, well, what's Holden's overall? He's 75 overall. He's a depth. So let's throw Holden on there. Let's see if this goes through. No, you're quite far off. Would they take a pick? No, I don't want to give him a pick. We'll give him one more player. We'll see what happens here. If I can't make this work, I guess we go with Conacher. But there's not many options out there. Stoll, Falk, Russell. I mean, I guess we can give them Falk. They want him. But I don't want to get rid of him. I want Oliver still. I still want Hunwick. Let's give them a 3.5 or 2.5 yellows, a 3 yellow star. I'll give you Bourne. All right, that's about as good as it gets. You're getting 5 players for 1. It's basically, for me, this is Corey Conacher for Ryan Hartman. That's all it is to me. These guys are just filler. Will this go through? I don't think it will even. Let's see. No, it's not going to go through. So let me take Urich off. Let me take Holden off. Let me take Bourne off. Let me take Zinder off. Let me add Justin Falk. All right, if this doesn't go through, Falk and Conacher for Hartman. I mean, who do I have? I can sign a player like Falk just as easily, all right, and save some green on him. So if this works, because Justin Falk, what is it? His potential's drop big time. He's got good body checking. There's no doubt about it, but I think I'd rather just pick up a cheaper player to play that depth role, I believe. Let me just see here quickly before I go. Falk. Let's see. Skaters matching. And then they had Russell too. Russell is a what? an offensive defenseman. They're a good pairing, though, because you got offensive and defensive. Oh, jeez. Unfortunately, I can't sacrifice that. I can't get rid of Falk right now. I like Falk at that spot. Nuber, Russell. You know what? Since that didn't go, I don't think I'm going to make the trade. Sorry, guys. If it comes down to it and we're finding we're having problems with Corey Conacher, then we'll make the trade then. So no big announcements to make, but I am going to sign a few free agents here really quickly. So let's go into that. Oops. Let's go to potential. These guys are playing the depth. So Zach Phillips will give you... There's a couple teams interested, so let's max it out at 950. Oh, it's a... We probably won't get him. He's an RFA. Let's take a look. Let's sort by UFAs. Okay, so there's not many out there, as you can see. Most of them. Kyle Wellwood, or Eric Wellwood, sorry. 1.125. He wants one-way. No, I don't want a one-way contract, because that'll affect our cap. You'll take a two-way. No one else is interested? Sure. Okay, another D-man. Let's get Castles here. He's a centerman. Sure. Okay. And let's do Tony Rahala. He's 74 overall, 720. No one else is interested. Okay. Rahala. We're good on D. Let me go back to the all again. Let's do all. And let's try Lesio. I mean, obviously he's a... Let's give him the amount the maximum amount. All right, that's good enough for me. I'm happy with that. Hold on, there might be a goalie in here that we can pick up. Is he an RFA? No, he's not. He's a UFA. Okay, so we'll give you a contract, and we'll give you 750. Okay, so let's simulate up a couple days. Let's see exactly how this plays out. Up to the 9th. That should be good enough. I appreciate your interest, but I've gone with another team at this time. Really? Okay. I've considered all my options and decided to accept your offer. Accept your offer. Accept your offer. And there might be a few people coming through. Phillips went with another team. Rahala decided to accept our offer. So that's good enough for me. I think I'm happy with that. That adds a little bit of depth to our lineup. Hold on. I'm just going to move this mic a little bit closer to me. There we go. That's better. All right. So, like we said, the Sergei Kostitsyn sweepstakes. Let's take a look at this. Hold on. Let's see how good he is. 6 teams interested in him. Brian Allen has 8 teams interested. Brian Campbell has 7 teams interested. My goodness, goodness, goodness. That's crazy. That is crazy. Anyway, let's simulate. Let's simulate. Let's see how it goes. I think we've got pretty much our team established as we want it. So let's go right up to the... Let's go to the 1st of August, and we'll take a look at... We'll take a look and see if anybody got any better. I remember what their overalls are for the most part. Martin Havlet for Morrissey and Bourne? No. Morrissey's kind of the offensive defenseman that'll fill in some depth. No, David Langwon. See, Morrissey's going to be the desirable player this year. There's always one. There's always one player on your roster that one team or 2 teams haunt religiously. And that is, this year, apparently, or this offseason, Morrissey. Josh Morrissey. He's a good offensive defenseman. There's no doubt about it. Look at that. Morrissey again. For Danny Heatley. I don't need Danny Heatley, but an 85 sniper with a good shot. Nah, it's okay. What's his cap hit like? It's 4.9? Yeah, no, that's okay. Can't believe they want to offer that to me. But it's all the picks that they want back. That's a big deal for me. No picks. Nope. I don't have a first next year, so I can't be giving up too many. Nope. The picks are slowly disappearing, though. They may throw a player in there right away. Looks like the Kaiser's a free agent as well. Interesting. Doesn't Kaiser, he was like the latest. Yeah, he was that guy that, see, Urich and Morrissey now for Havlat. See, we're starting to get there to where they're dropping the picks. You may see Minnesota come back at us with another player. I don't think it'll be Danny Heatley, but they might see him come back with another player. Let's go to GM options. Let's go to contracts. Let's see if anybody got any better. All right. Forwards, centers. Okay. So Duchesne's still an 87, 84, 84. That's still all the same. Landeskog, yep, that's the same. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. Okay. Rahala did get better. He went from a 74 to 75, so that's a jump. Kane is a 90. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. That is the same for Nuber. Lipon, I don't remember. D, good, same. And goalies, all the same. So maybe it happens later. Somebody said that happens around the 30th of August. So we'll just go right up to the, whatever, let's go up to the first. It's not going to affect anything anyway. I just like to try and keep tabs and see exactly at what point people go up. I like to know those numbers. You know, like the 13th is the day that the season kicks over. September 13th. That's when the next season starts. So, there you go, Morrissey again. They want a second and somebody else now. See, the second's still a little bit rich. I'd give up maybe a fourth in that deal. Still trucking along. Side by side. Oh, yeah. Come on, game. So we're getting close now. I'm kind of getting anxious to see if anybody got any better. I bet you see Nathan MacKinnon jump up to an 87. That's my prediction. I bet you see Nathan MacKinnon 87, and I bet you see Matt Duchene at an 88. Okay, let's go to GM options, contracts. That's my guess. It's just my guess. Maybe you don't see anything. All right, so Matt Duchene's still an 87, 84, 84. It still all stayed the same. Maybe it kicks over at the other point, but remember, people were getting better still in the offseason, so left wing's still the same with everybody here. Still the same with everybody here, so nothing happened. And nothing happened here. Okay, so let's just go to the 13th where it kicks over, and then we'll take a look, okay? Because this is where we're like, whoa, we got to deal with all this shit now. Maybe it'll kick. Maybe it'll kick in. I've heard that it kicks in at the end of the free agency. I've also heard it kicks in at the beginning of the season. So there's the 13th. Okay, so expecting 39 wins out of me. I know that. We'll go to GM options. Contracts. Let's reassess. All right, so yeah, now they went up, all right? So let's go to centers. Matt Duchene at 87. Nathan MacKinnon went up to an 86. So it's a nice number for Nathan MacKinnon. Ryan O'Reilly's still an 84 and Stoll is an 80. Left wingers. Landeskog still an 88. Berchi still an 84. That's still the same. Patrick Kane, Tarasenko, and Downey. Those are all the same as well. D-men. Looks like Fowler went up to an 85. That's a really nice number for him. I like that. Barry's still an 84, and those two are still 87s. Goaltending, still the same old situation, okay? Let's see in the system, though. Pollock, though, is an 83 overall, guys. An 83. Now, maybe what we could do is play him one more year in the AHL. All right? Just because he's not... I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt his development. I want him to get lots of experiences winning. All right, so he jumped up 6 overall for us. So he's going to be our goalie next year. So if our goaltending runs into problems, we may just stick with it. We may just truck through, try to do our best with what we've got. Just because we got so much. Let me take a look at all our forwards here that are in the system. Oops. Overall, anybody else here jump up? Rahala's now a 77 overall, so he jumped up 3 overall from the time we signed him. That's really good. And he's got a good shot. He could be a nice depth sniper for us, depending on it, or a good minor sniper. Looks like Hishon jumped up a bit too. He's at 74 now. That's a jump for him by 2. I think he was 72 before. That's pretty much it. Left wingers. Or sorry, right wingers. 77. Nuber. 74. And D-man. Hunwick. Morrissey's a 62. I think it's still the same. Siemens. I think he was a 70 before, so it's a little bit of a jump. Pollock, though, is definitely the story on that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to roster moves. I'm going to get this all set up for the year, and then in the next video, we'll actually get things underway. All right, so let's go. Hold on. It's the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, overall. Okay, so we want this way. So we're going to send Lodge down. Oh, hold on. I got to bring somebody up. Let's see. We're going to bring Nuber up. Send Lodge down. And that's the way we're going to stay like that. We'll go to goalies. See who we got up here. Goalies, Varlamov and Picard. So we're going to edit our lines. Best lines here. Best lines here. There you go. So Matt Duchene and Patrick Kane. Nice. Landeskog. And then MacKinnon, Tarasenko, and Berchi on that next line. Followed by O'Reilly. Hold on. O'Reilly, McGinn, and Conacher. And then Stoll, Downey, and Nuber. All right. And then for defense, this is what I want to do. Because Tyler Myers is a two-way defenseman. He's not quite a top 4. I'm going to switch him and Fowler. Put an offensive defenseman with a defensive defenseman. Let's see here. You're right. Shoot left. Okay, so you're left D. And then Eric Johnson, shoot right. So you're a right D. Perfect. And then those two-way defensemen, and then offensive and defensive. All right, so we'll get that nice combination balance there and balance out our 2 top defensive lines. Maybe that'll help things out a little bit. The power play, we'll leave it with their suggestion for now. Goaltending. And I'm going to give Picard the start, okay? So, guys, that's where I'm going to leave it for now in this episode. When we come back, we're going to get this season underway, and it's going to be an exciting thing, all right? Ready to repeat as the Stanley Cup champions, guys. I can't wait. Until next time, I'm Target Audience. You guys have a good one.